Hey guys, we had an assembly in January where we talked about stress and we talked about how to make sure that we lock in and get our stuff done. Well, it's probably time for a refresher. We're entering the last grading period and I want every single one of you to promote. So I know that a lot of you stress. Stress is completely normal, and in fact, a little bit of stress is even healthy for us men. It helps us focus, get locked in, and make sure that we're doing the stuff we need to do. For example, if you have like a big game coming up, you lock in a little bit. That stress gets you to like focus. Oh, I need to get ready for my game. If you have a test coming up, oh, I need to study for my test. A little bit of stress actually helps us lock in and get our stuff done. But too much stress, the opposite happens. It's unhealthy, and we have trouble focusing and remember the things that we're studying. Too much stress makes it so that we don't focus as much. It's completely the opposite of what happens when we have a little bit of stress. Some people react to too much stress by overworking themselves. This isn't healthy. If you do this, you struggle to remember things that you're studying. They like stay up till 2 a.m. studying and stuff like that, and it does not make it a good environment. Most people react to too much stress by completely checking out. They distract themselves with things like their phone or their game console. They tell themselves, don't worry, I'm going to do it later. And then they waste a lot of their time or all of their time and energy distracting themselves from the work that would actually reduce the stress. I know we all do this. We need to figure out how to move past the distraction and get to where we're doing the things that will actually take the stress away from us. Both overworking yourself and distracting yourself lead to a volcano of emotion inside where it just builds up and builds up and builds up to get too much pressure. And everyone's volcano is different. Some people have an angry volcano where they want to punch something and they get really mad after it builds up. Some people have a crying volcano where they just like, I can't hold it in. Some people have this just like, I want to be alone. I'm going to lock myself in my room and listen to music. When it builds up to be too much pressure, it is going to erupt. And usually it erupts on someone who we care about, who hasn't done anything wrong. We take it out on like the innocent people near us. Also, no guy feels good about himself when he's feeling lazy because of his time wasting distractions. It makes us feel like blah, like we just don't like the way we feel. Instead, we want to feel confident. The way we do this is by breaking the cycle of distractions and setting and achieving goals. When a man a goal and achieves it, he feels confident no matter what the goal is. He can set a goal in some random thing as long as it's something that stretches him a little bit. If he sets that goal and then achieves it, he feels good. Now, these goals should not be crazy difficult and impossible to achieve. They should be goals that are attainable, not something where it's like, oh, I'm going to get straight A's even though I have all F's right now. That's not a good goal. That's something we should set smaller goals that we can actually work towards. Goals that are just out of our reach, that are out of our comfort zone, but goals that are just a little bit going to make us stretch a little bit. Now, we should also keep track of our goals to track our progress. When we slip up, it's okay. We learn from those mistakes. We see our progress and we feel confident because we're actually doing something about our situation. There are 4 different areas where we can set goals: physical, intellectual, emotional, or social. All 4 of these different areas kind of make up who we are as a person. When we're setting a goal, after we've decided which area we want to set one in, we decide, do I need to stop doing something in that area or do I need to start doing something in that area? So for example, you could take a moment and consider, which is the area of my life that if I improved it, it would help me feel confident. Then decide, do I need to stop doing something in that area or start doing something? For example, if it's physical, do I need to stop eating potato chips when I get home? Do I need to start working out for 30 minutes every day? If it was intellectual, meaning like my academics and the things that I'm learning, do I need to stop hopping on the game when I get home? Or do I need to start making sure I just checking and doing an agenda of what my assignments are? Social, emotional, all of those things. You stop doing something or you start doing something. So what should you stop doing, or what should you start doing in those areas? Then whatever goal you choose, if it makes you stretch a little bit and takes you out of your comfort zone, then you reach it, you will feel more confident. And that is how you become happy. You feel like you're achieving goals. You feel like you're moving forward in life. You feel like you're doing the things that you need to do. We need more guys who know how to lock in and get their stuff done, and less guys who choose to distract themselves and waste their time away. I know you can be the first type of guy. We need more guys who know how to improve themselves and make themselves into better men, and less guys who waste their life away watching others and never actually doing something to improve themselves. I know you can be the first type of guy. You can be the type of guy who sets and accomplishes goals. You can be the type of guy who gets his grade up and promotes. Now, back in January when we first had this assembly, I sent you a goal form. I'm going to send it out again. You don't have to do it, but if you choose to, you can. You can choose an area and it will help you keep track of it. What it will do is it'll ask you which area you want to set a goal in, and then it will remind you when your due date is coming up. You can choose whether or not you share it with me. If you share it with me, you and I will both get an email. If you don't share it with me, you will only get the email. It will come from my email address, but the computer is sending it. Now, I want you guys to end up being the type of guys who know how to set and reach goals. That is what's going to make you confident, make you happy, and that is what's going to get you to promotion. I have complete confidence that you guys can do this. Let's finish the year strong and get every single one of you to promotion. I'm proud of you guys.